one day, one of my friends said, why don't you try Wooddale High School? We called it St. Wooddale Resurrection back in those days. It was close, and it was a very warm and welcoming community. We went one time and we were hooked. So we started going to Wooddale after that. Our second child was even baptized in the auditorium at Wooddale High School where we held Mass. We've got pictures of him in the auditorium there. But it was such a great community.
Oh, he gave excellent homilies, was fair to people, and very down to earth, and just practical. I was able to work with him on the finance committee and somewhat in the PRE program. And I know he was missed when he had to retire. I got to see him in Arizona during some of his retirement years. And if I'd have wore hair long as he had when he came here, I'd have been expelled.
It was young. Those of us who were young were able to get involved, something that didn't usually happen in most of the old parishes. We served on committees, we lectured, I taught PRE. I was even elected to the parish council when I was 25, and or 6, I don't know, I was young. That's something that you didn't see happening in the older churches. So the spirit of community was what kept us at Resurrection, and it still does.
When this church was open, we didn't have pews or statues or anything like that.
Well, I think everybody was getting used to the new church and the new pastors, but as they came along, we loved every last one of them.
I remember Monsignor Buchanany liked incense. And I had to quit lecturing when Monsignor Buchanany became the pastor because I'm allergic to incense. And I could not stand up at the altar and lecture and cough. And so I had to do away with that.
Oh, he was interesting there, had a booming, great voice, and also gave wonderful homilies, and was educated well. And he got our Family Life Started Center, and he continued the work with what Monsignor Morris had done, was open to having an educated parish. So they had programs for adult education, and they always supported the DRE director.
He let me do my confirmation early. You're supposed to be a freshman in high school. Because I went to Catholic schools over Memphis Catholic, I did mine in the 8th grade.
You want me to tell you something about Father Ernie? Oh dear.
Father Ernie hated the orange chairs that we had before the pews, and somebody had them covered blue first, and then eventually we had the pews put in there. But Father Ernie absolutely hated those orange chairs. They were a remnant from the 70s. Orange was a big color in the 70s, and when the building was first built, we had these orange upholstered chairs that we sat in, and those were they were nice. They were a lot of fun.
Outgoing and determined to do everything just right. I would say that's the best description.
Actually, Father Ben was the one that brought us here.
I love his cooking. Father Ben's one of the best chefs I've ever, all the food he has cooked. Cookies, different entrees. Of course, I came from a restaurant, and Father Ben can cook.
Father Ben Bradshaw was amazing, dynamic, effervescent, full of vision, just a great person to work with and a fantastic mentor for a newly minted deacon.
as a deacon's wife, it has actually been a perfect fit. You know, it's kind of difficult sometimes when I see him on the altar and kind of want him in a seat with me sometimes. But it's also very rewarding to see him there and to know what he's doing, to know the importance of serving God in the people here. So it's good. It's good. It's been really good being a deacon's wife here.
I love Deacon Justin. He's such a good person, and B. I mean, can't talk about Deacon Justin without B because they're a pair. But Deacon Justin he's an inspiring person. I remember when one of our parishioners was very, very ill, and he led a rosary for it. And having not grown up Catholic, I really never understood or appreciated the rosary. But that night that he said the rosary, it made sense to me because he prayed each of the mysteries and discussed the mysteries a bit. And it finally came together for me for the first time. So Deacon Justin, his sermons are inspiring. He's just a wonderful addition to this parish.
El Padre Martel. Y un día yo no sé, pero yo lo veía, no lo conocía, hablaba, lo saludaba, pero yo le veía su cara, no sé, me decía algo así de su bondad o algo.
Father Martel, I tell you, Father Martel is awesome. He loved my shrimp and pasta, so, and I would bring him some little breakfast dishes and things like that. But just really, really easy to talk to.
El Padre Enrique, yo siento que el Padre tiene, vamos a decir, como un don. Porque yo, aparte que no he hablado mucho con él, he hablado pocas veces, pero he tenido la oportunidad de que me ha confesado y me quedé muy impactada con él también, porque en la confesión y las palabras que me dijo con sabiduría, que fue algo, digo, wow, ¿y cómo puede ser que yo, digo, porque casi no vengo a la misa de español, pero sí he tenido el gusto de platicar poquitas ocasiones con él, pero han sido intensas.
You know, we have all these different nationalities, so it's like the whole world is part of this church, and it's wonderful.
Es una comunidad que se ve esa universalidad y se siente, ¿verdad? Aquí las personas son de diferentes nacionalidades, pero cada quien sin perder su característica, su forma de ser, su cultura, son parte importante de esta iglesia.
En las homilías, hacerles llegar el mensaje. Y eso es lo que se da aquí. Tanto el Padre Robbie como el Padre Enrique.
Catholic Church of the Resurrection is a special place. You know, I remember saying the first weekend I was here, how much the small chapel means to me. When I was in college, I would come here to pray all the time. And I would go to daily mass here at 8:30 when Father Ernie de Blasio was here. And so it really does hold a special place, you know, in my heart. And it's just a beautiful church. You know, the worship space is beautiful. The diverse community is beautiful. I mean, I just really love the people here. And yeah, I think that's what's special about it. You know, really, that's what I would say. People are awesome. Me gusta just la comunidad. You know, después de haber celebrado una misa, yo veo las personas y verdaderamente los quiero mucho. You know, me gusta convivir con ellos, platicar con ellos, just apreciar su personalidad, su alegría, su sonrisa. So la verdad es que, you know, me encanta la comunidad aquí. Hay personas que yo los quiero mucho.
I'm at a loss of words for that one.
Muy buena imaginación. Pero yo creo que la diócesis en esta parroquia no sería la misma diócesis, definitivamente. Cada parroquia con su propia identidad, con su propia comunidad, en algunos muy bilingüe, en otros no tan bilingüe, puede ser muy anglo, es lo que le da, lo que hace ser la diócesis. Si desaparece una parroquia, desaparece la diócesis. Porque la diócesis es en cuanto está la comunidad viva, la comunidad actual, la comunidad creciendo. Está la Dios presente. En esta parroquia está la diócesis presente. En esta parroquia está el obispo presente. En esta parroquia está, incluso podríamos decir, el Papa presente. Porque eso primero es la unidad de los apóstoles y el trabajo y servicio de los apóstoles. Si esta parroquia dejara de existir la misma iglesia. Porque no tiene sentido decir que una diócesis viva con 46 parroquias a decir que viva con 47 o que viva con 3 parroquias. No es lo mismo. Puede ser que si esto llegase a pasar, desaparece una, van a desaparecer las demás, porque ya no tiene continuidad, no tiene sentido, no tiene razón de ser. Y lo que hace la diócesis de Memphis, lo hace esta parroquia. Su presencia, su gente, su trabajo pastoral, su servicio.
I think it would be missing, from an anatomical perspective, it would be missing its heart. You'll have a lot of the arms, and you have a lot of the legs, and you have a lot of the intellect, and you have a lot of the structure, and you have a lot of the doctrine. But resurrection is the heart of the Diocese of Memphis because of the way it beats, the way it feels, the way people respond to each other, the way anybody that comes here from any other parish always says that this is a warm, welcoming place. It exudes it because of the fact that the people believe it, and it is the essence of the character and the culture of this parish. It is a beautifully established culture that I hope never goes away.
If we had to keep changing priests, to keep finding priests like the ones we've had over these past years, I mean, each one that we've had is special in their own way. And as long as we can keep getting, priests like that, it's going to make this church better and better.
But I would hope that Resurrection hasn't changed a lot, that it's still a welcoming, community-focused place, and that it's still diverse, and that we still have choirs that, I can't not talk about the choir, in particular Kim, who is our lector at 10 o'clock. I mean, Kim prays through her singing, and I hope we'll still have choirs that do that see their job as leading the congregation in tuneful worship. And so I hope we won't have changed a lot. I hope we'll still be a community that values diversity and seeks to do what God wants us to for this particular parish. I don't want to see it change. It's such a great place.
I've enjoyed every minute of my time here.
I hope the church grows. I hope that we have 5 masses. I hope that at all the masses, they're full. And I think really if we promote a culture of hospitality, of invitation, of evangelization, of prayer, then that's gonna happen. And that's the beauty of hope, as it were. So why not shoot for that?